Everybody, and welcome to Slowpoke Racing and to the Ultimate Racing League, sponsored by Prop Up and Co. This is our This is our BTCC replica championship. Actually, this is mayhem. That's what this is. These races have been absolutely awesome. It is a crazy, crazy world of BTCC, and these guys are absolutely in it up to their necks. The racing has been fast. It has been furious. But it has been so much fun as well. I've absolutely loved every round that I've covered so far, and I've got no reason to think this one's going to be any different. So we're just going to get straight on with it. We've got 3 races. Usual rules apply. The guys, I believe, have got 2 sets of soft tyres and a set of medium tyres to use over the 3 races. 3 15-minute sprints. And for the more observant of you amongst us, you will have noticed we are in Austria. And when we come to Austria, there is only one place you've got to visit, and that is the Red Bull Ring. We are obviously going to be on the short circuit, not the big one for this race, which should make it even more fun. A fantastic course. Does catch a few people out, especially when you get to turn 2, as a lot of people do forget to actually turn right, and they carry straight on through, and all you will find is a great big concrete barrier waiting for you. So we'll see. Hopefully none of the guys will do that. They will all turn right when they're supposed to. And we shall see some great racing. So it's only 1.4 miles long. There are only 6 turns. But nevertheless, it doesn't make it any more of an easy track. So let's just have a look and see where everybody is, shall we? So after qualifying, I believe there's qualifying. We've got Matty Older. He's put himself on pole position. We've got Tidders just behind him. Sai is in 3rd, Willard is in 4th, Grasshopper is 5th, Stealth is 6th, Hodgie 7th, Unforgiven is 8th, Silly Shot is 9th, Brian Moncani is in 10th position, 11th on the grid is Carlsberg, Hawkeye is 12th, then we've got Bob in 13th, Hoyland in 14th, and a newbie to the channel, a cherry popper, is Drew. Welcome, Drew. It is good to have you with us. Fantastic to see you on track, and looking forward to seeing what you can do. Unfortunately, you're all the way back here in 15th, but you are in a tank. So just plough your way through. Everybody else does. So back up to the top then. Let's get the normal camera. We'll get lights out. Looking a bit dark out there, isn't it? Now, it does tend to rain at Red Bull quite a bit. Hopefully, it won't here. Well, do you know what? Secretly, I hope it does. But I'm sure the guys don't want it to. What we want is it to get a little bit lighter so that we can actually see the cars, because we're looking up, just headlights. So we just go by what the table on the left says, and at the minute it is Tidders in the Mercedes that's managed to get himself up into the lead of this race. Now you can see that we've just gone through turn 1. This is the bit where they have to turn right, but some forget all about that. It looks like they're going through as Unforgiven and Willard go almost side by side through turn 2. Then we're into turn 3, a left-hander, and soon you're into turn 4. You can see Stealth has already picked up half a second penalty as everybody goes through. Silly Shot in 9th, Hawkeye 10th. We've got Carlsberg, Brian, Bob, Hoyland, and then Drew. Oh, Drew. What happened to Drew? Did he not get started? Or has he had a bit of a moment? I'm not sure. At turn 1, we've gone back to turn 1. Maybe he just didn't quite get going in that tank of his. Never mind, he will keep on going, I'm sure. So as they come across the line then to finish lap 1, these laps are going to be so quick. You can see there about 57 seconds or something like that for Tidders as he leads everybody into Nicky Lauda curve at turn 1, trying not to pick a penalty up. Grasshopper already with half a second. This is going to be fast and furious. I don't know where to look next. We'll go on board with Hodgie, shall we? As we get up towards turn 2, this right-hander, Hodgie knows this track well. I've raced him on this track many, many times, and he is a furious defender, so getting by Hodgie is no mean feat. So if you want to take a place off of him, Unforgiven, you are going to have to earn it. As they come down the hill, you can see there that I think it's Sai just trying to go by. Grasshopper serving a penalty. And I think Hodgie's a bit curious of that. He gets a dive on the inside as Grasshopper and Side both go very deep into the final turn, side by side. Oh, and Hodgie's got a touch. Oh, and he saved it. Wow. Fantastic. Let's have a look at that again. He managed to get up the inside. Sai came across. Now then, did they talk? No, they didn't. There was no contact there. It was just Hodgie. The back end started to go, but a good save nevertheless. And, well, it's dropped him down to 7th. He's going to soon lose out as well to Stealth. So Hodgie now down to 8th. And that's all it takes is one turn. And a great little battle developing here. We've got Hawkeye in 10th. We've got Bob in 11th with Carlsberg. Them two are having quite a fight. Oh, and somebody's going all the way across the grass. I told you it's manic. It might have been Willard actually. Decided to go across the grass. He's going to have dirty tyres as he goes through turns 3 and then turn 4. Oh, let's go up to the top and see what's happening. So Tidder's out in front in the Mercedes. He's got Matty chasing down. Matty trying to put a challenge into him at turn 5 at Rint. Tidder's just holding on to it. Matty, well, he's trying to get by, isn't he? Because he's got a penalty to serve. So he could really do with getting by Tidders and opening up a bit of a gap to try and maintain P1. He's got onto the inside as they go across the line. Matty carrying that half a second as they come up towards turn 1 at Nicky Lauder curve, and it is Matty that gets in there first, but does he hold on to it? Tidders takes the shorter line, gets himself on the inside and back up into the lead of this race. You can see Matty just about to serve that penalty, so Tidders did the right thing there by getting in front. He can get himself just a little bit of breathing space, although half a second's not really much, is it? As we see, we'll just follow Matty through as he serves this penalty. You can see Tidders going through. He's just giving Matty a bit of a wave goodbye. So Matty got all the work to do again, although he is pretty close. He should be able to pick up a slipstream of Tidders just in front of him. Sai in 3rd in the FTO as he comes down the hill towards the final turn at turn 6. Red Bull Mobile back onto the start finish straight then to start lap 5 for them. Fastest man on track at the minute is Matty with a 53.3. Fast and furious as promised. Silly shot in 6th, but look at the battle just behind. We've got not Willard, where is it? Where are the back? It was back here, wasn't it? It was Grasshopper and Hawkeye. So Grasshopper and Hawkeye going side by side up towards turn 2. It is Grasshopper on the inside. Hawkeye gonna have to go all the way around the outside, start to lose a bit of grip just on the exit of turn 2, and you can see he's had to slot in behind Grasshopper again and keep the fight going. We've got Bob just sitting there behind Hawkeye. He's being chased by Unforgiven. Let's go on board with Unforgiven. You can see we've got Hodgie bearing down on us as we go into turn 5 at Rint, down the hill to turn 6. I think this would have been turn 10, I think, in on the big track. And then it is across the start finish line. A quick look behind us. Hodgie's still there trying to tuck in behind Unforgiven. Unforgiven chasing Bob down as they get towards turn 1. The yellow flags are out. Now who's that? That looks like our newest driver. Drew has parked just on the entry into turn 1. Not the best place to break down, but we'll get the AA to you as quickly as we can, Drew. We're just going to stay with Unforgiven as we try and put the pressure on Hawkeye through turn 2, then into turn 3. And Unforgiven trying to get into the boot of Hawkeye. There must be something in there that Unforgiven wants. Hawkeye is not letting him have it though, and he's maintaining position. And Unforgiven, I think he's just slightly quicker out of the turns in that BMW. We've seen how quick these BMWs are off the line, and Unforgiven really putting the pressure on. Hodgie just sitting there behind him in 10th, waiting for it all to kick off. Bob in 11th, then Hoyland, Brian, Carlsberg and Drew. He's got it going again, so whatever happened, the AA, I think they must have come out and give him a jump start or something, but he's off and running again. Tidders out in front. It's Tidders' turn now to pick up a penalty. He is just about to serve it, so is Matty going to get the momentum and go on by? Tidders served his penalty, trying to get back up to full belt again. Excuse me. Matty goes up the inside but has to take the wider line. Tidders trying to go up the inside, sorry, as they get through the final turn, but nothing doing there. So it is Matty now leading this race. Tidders just dropping in behind him. Sai sitting there in 3rd, watching it all unfold in front of him. He's praying that those two have a bit of a coming together. Nothing doing just yet. We are 6.5 minutes into this race. Not quite at the halfway mark yet, as we're following Sai in the FTO. Oh, he's picked up half a second. That turn 1 is notorious or dishing penalties out. It is usually turn 1 and then it is turn 5 and 6 where you get your penalties. And you can see that poor old Sayers fell foul of it again. It looks like Matty's picked one up as well. So Matty, half a second. He's going to do another lap though before he serves that. Tidders just behind him in second. Does he have to push? Tidders taking a very, very wide line. Look, he doesn't get a penalty there either. He definitely crossed over the white racing line. He is absolutely using every inch of this track, and maybe a little bit that he shouldn't. But Tidders pushing so hard. We've seen him in previous races. He is one fierce competitor. He's Tidders, and you give him the opportunity to come by and he will take it. Oh, as they both go a bit wide. Now then, as Tidders, he managed to hold on to it. It was one hell of a slide, wasn't it, through turn 1. You can see how much he's pushing. He's picked up half a second as well. So Matty is going to serve his. I think Tidders is actually going to serve his on the next lap. So Matty had to carry his for a full lap. Tidders is going to do the same. So Tidders is going to take the lead in this first race. And when Matty serves his penalty, but Matty's just going to stay with him, and the favour will be returned. Sai still in third. Let's have a look a little bit further down. Willard all on his lonesome in fourth. Then we've got Stealth in fifth. Silly Shot just behind him in the Civic. He's got Grasshopper chasing him down. Oh, Silly Shot picks up a half-second penalty. Red Bull living up to its reputation of being the penalty capital of the racing calendar. And it really is throwing out some penalties today, isn't it? Silly Shot going under pressure from Grasshopper as they head down towards Nicky Lauda curve at turn 1. Grasshopper having a bit of a cheeky look at the inside, but nothing doing there. Trying to force the mistake out of Silly Shot. Trying to make him go wide again to increase that penalty, but nothing doing. Grasshopper then has a bit of a look up the inside as they get towards turn 2, using the power of that BMW, and he gets the job done. So Grasshopper moves ahead of Silly Shot, who is just about to serve a penalty. Bob in 8th. I don't think Bob's going to get close enough to Silly Shot. He may be able to get alongside him. Silly Shot serves his penalty, back on with the power. Now then, Bob is going to be right up his chuff now as they hit turn 5 at Rint, then go down the hill into turn 6 at Red Bull Mobile. Some more penalties being dished out just behind. It's Hodges' turn this time. He's picked up half a second. We have just gone over the 9-minute mark, so just under 6 minutes to go in this first race. Brian Moncani in 10th. He's all on his lonesome. So is Hoyland. Ooh, he's been a very naughty boy as Hoyland. He's picked up a 1-second penalty. Hawkeye down in 12th. With Colesberg in 13th. Unforgiven, well, we're not quite sure what happened to Unforgiven. He's down in 14th. And then Drew in 15th. May even be a lap down, I'm not quite sure with Drew, but it's his first race as far as I'm aware, so he's just testing the waters, getting a feel for the car and getting a feel for the track. So good to have him on track anyway. Matty has retaken the lead from Tidders after Tidders served his penalty, and they are fast approaching Drew. So this could be interesting because Matty has got to try and clear Drew as quick as he can. Tidders picking up half a second. Everybody's picking up penalties. This is ridiculous. Is anybody going to do a clean lap without a penalty? Sai goes past Drew. He gives him a bit of a flash of the indicators to say thank you. Drew doing the sensible thing and just moving out of the way to let the guys through. Willard in 4th. I bet he can't believe what he's joined here as Drew. It's a baptism of fire. This is straight into URL, straight into the BTC madness. Stealth in 5th. Grasshopper in 6th. Silly Shot in 7th. Bob in 8th. Hodgie in 9th. Oh, we've got the yellow flags out. Oh, it's Drew. I think Drew's just parked up. He's had enough. He's going to park up in his Volvo. He's going to get the picnic hamper out and he's just going to sit and watch everybody else go round. And I don't blame him. It is bonkers out there. Let's have a look and see what's happening up at the top. And he's still Matty with, well, he's got a gap now with 4 minutes to go in race 1. Doesn't want to pick any more penalties up. Tidders in 2nd. Then we've got Sai in 3rd. Now Sai can start to put the pressure on Tidders and have a bit of a battle with him. There is a gap opened up between Matty and Tidders at the minute, and that bit of relief, a bit of a sigh for Matty. Willard, he's got half a second. He's got Stealth just behind him. Stealth just trying to keep things nice and clean. He doesn't want to pick any more penalties up. May even be able to sneak up to the back of Willard, actually. So Willard not going to serve that penalty until next lap. Grasshopper sitting in 6th. Bob in 7th. Hodgie in 8th. Brian Moncani in 9th. Then we've got Silly Shot, Hoyland. He's just leading this little group of 3. He's got Hawkeye just behind him, but Hawkeye sitting in 12th has got half a second. Unforgiven in the BMW in 13th. He should get the drop on Hawkeye, and he does. So Unforgiven moves it up to 12th as we have got 3 minutes of this race to go. So Unforgiven looking at making a move on Hoyland next. As they come around the final turn and across the start-finish line, still the fastest man on track is Matty with a 53.1. These laps really are racking up. They are fast and furious, aren't they? Hawkeye just having a bit of a look at the inside at turn 1, but I don't think there's anything doing there, and goes very, very wide, does Hoyland. So that is going to be a penalty for Hoyland, surely, as Unforgiven goes by and moves up into P11. There we go, Hoyland gets the familiar red box above his car. Everybody else has had one, so why not you? Hawkeye in 13th. Then we've got Carlsberg. He's got half a second as well, all on his lonesome. And then Drew, he's also picking. He doesn't want to be left out, does he? He's picked up half a second as well. I think the only person on track at the minute without a penalty is Matty. He's out in front, and well, he's just trying to take his time now, isn't he? As we go around turn 3 and then into turn 4, Matty has got a decent gap now, so this race should be his. We are into the last 2 minutes of this first race here at Red Bull on the short circuit. Matty just trying to keep it nice and clean. Tidders, he's going to push hard, but he's got to stay away from those penalties. Currently holding on to P2, so he will get a glass of champagne. It's just not going to be a very big glass. And Sai, he will get the 3rd little teacup of champagne at the minute, but anything that can happen, as we've seen. Willard still in 4th. Now then, Stealth has caught up to the back of Willard as they cross the start-finish line. Is Stealth going to have a look? Let's stay with these guys as we come up towards turn 1. Does Stealth fancy his chances? He's on a little look, isn't he? He's just trying to keep the pressure on Willard. He's trying to force Willard into a mistake. Now then, he did cross the white line, but I'm not sure where the penalty comes. If you have to, I think you have to cross all the curb. Stealth gets himself onto the inside at turn 2. Great move from Stealth, nice and clean. That's how you do it. And Stealth goes through and up into P4. Willard still on the chase, so he's not giving this one up, is he? Let's have a look at the tyres. We've not even looked at the tyres. So Matty, then we're into the last minute. Matty leading, he's on the softs. Tidders on the softs. Let's have a look. Is anybody on anything other? Brian Moncani, he's on the mediums. Let's have a look. Yeah, so Brian Moncani's the only one actually on the mediums. So he's got 2 sets of softs to look forward to. As we see Matty going through for the final time, I believe. Don't think he's going to get one more lap in. We've only got 15 seconds to go. Tidders in 2nd, Sai in 3rd, and then Stealth in 4th. Willard in 5th. Let's go back up to Matty, because we are going to be finishing this race very, very shortly. There is the 15-minute mark, so we are following Matty around the final 2 turns. He goes around turn 5, down the hill towards turn 6. Don't want to pick any penalties up now, because they will equate to a 1 second, I think it is. So Matty across the line to take the win. Well done to him. Tidders will get 2nd. Brilliant racing from those 2. Sai carrying a penalty which will go up to 1 second, but it won't affect his position. So that is your podium. Stealth is going to get 4th. Willard 5th. The Grasshopper across the line in 6th. Bob will finish in 7th, with Brian Moncani heading to the line. Flash of the lights for Brian. He will finish in 8th. Unforgiven in 9th. I'm going to sneeze. Oh dear, excuse me. You can just see somebody in the background there. Sorry for all the sneezing. Let's just go back, because somebody was having quite a nightmare actually. So we saw Unforgiven go across the line. Oh, it was Hawkeye. It was Hawkeye come all sorts of unstuck as he come around the final turn. What a shame for him. So Unforgiven 9th, Silly Shot 10th, Hodgie 11th. Hawkeye will finish in 12th, with Carlsberg and Hoyland finishing in 13th and 14th, with our new driver Drew finishing in 15th. And I bet he cannot believe what has happened. All of a sudden to be thrust into this kind of racing. fantastic stuff as always. I will be back, of course, with races 2 and 3 very shortly, so I shall